Hey guys, I'm going to show you some obstacle courses that I made in the Xbox 360 edition of Minecraft, and I'm going to play them for you, and I hope you enjoy them. Okay, so this is the first one I've created. I call it the Emerald Tower. As you can see, it is literally a big tower of obstacles. It took me about 4 days to build, and I made sure I had plenty of guinea pigs to test it on, because I'm just an evil genius. I'm going to play it for you, and I haven't played it in quite a while, so I might be a little bit rusty. Let me just set it to daytime. Oh, here we go. Believe it or not, I actually created this course as a way to celebrate my high school graduation. Yeah, I graduated high school after 4 hard years of work, just to think, ooh, better celebrate by making stuff in Minecraft. Yay. So far, so good. Sometimes the pathways aren't super obvious, so at times you have to use your brain a little bit and look around before trying to make a move. And a problem I often have when I make... Ah, damn it. You saw nothing. A problem I often have when I make obstacle courses is I always end up making them too difficult. Like, I try to make my courses hard, like challenging fun hard, but I always end up accidentally making them stressfully hard, and then people end up not wanting to play them. I try my best. Yeah, I'm not going to do all that again. Oh yeah, and there are also checkpoints. This right here is probably the hardest part of the course. I don't know what the hell I was thinking to have made it like this. Well, that time I made it. And that one you'll probably be doing at least 3 times, assuming that you ever do get the chance to play this, of course. Oh, thank God. I always struggle with that jump. You know, a really fatal mistake on my end was originally when I made this course for the very first time, and I was just testing it out. Originally, I intended it for it not to have any checkpoints whatsoever. Wow. And people struggle badly enough as it is on this map with the checkpoints. You know why I keep messing that jump up? It's because I keep thinking I'm gonna bump my head against the ladders. So I sprint jump. Yeah, that time I made it. Sprint jump as opposed to regular jumping. These I intended it so that you could jump up and then you wouldn't get hit by the arrows. But unfortunately that just wasn't the case. Now here's the view, by the way. Breathtaking, I know. Not as breathtaking as my amazing building skills, though. Final checkpoint before reaching the exit. No! Shout out, no. now because I almost fell down because my controller almost screwed me over. My controller's kind of a piece of crap. Sometimes the sprint button doesn't work, and also some of the buttons are a bit sticky, so I have to buy another one. And I just completed the course. Over here, take a sign and wait for teleportation to the bottom. As your reward, you take a sign, you go down there to the start, and I built a little leaderboard over here for showing off pretty much, and also as proof that these people completed the course. And look at that, that's my name. But whenever people complete it, you know what they do? They keep doing this. They just jump and they kill themselves. Alright, well that's the Emerald Tower. Next course. Okay, so I call this one a 5-in-1 because it's literally just 5 obstacle courses in one map. And as you can see, I have 5 courses, each with their own difficulty, indicated by the different colors. Dark green, very easy, regular green, easy, yellow, medium, and you know how to count. You know your colors, I hope. And as you can see, as the courses get more difficult, the number of winners gradually gets lower. The only person who's ever completed very hard is me. Not to be a show-off or anything, but you know, I'm just amazing at games. That's the little select screen, I guess you can call it, and then over here is the actual course. See? Look at that. And the reason I have these walls so thick here is because there's actually, this course is very redstone heavy, so I had to hide all the redstone stuff inside all the walls. And that's all I have to say, so without any further hesitation, experience the gameplay. So here we have the very easy course. Super easy, as it should be. You could literally just complete this course by walking. You don't even have to do any sprint jumps. Oh, the jumps are one block wide, or long, or whatever. And at the end of each course is a little leaderboard, and our chest, signs in the chest. This is the easy one. Slightly harder than the very easy one, but still easy enough where you shouldn't be able to die too many times. Oh, there's the end of that one. This is medium. Hold on, I forgot to put myself in adventure mode. So this is the first one to introduce moving platforms. And at this point I feel it important to say that sometimes, to some of my friends, these courses are just flat out unplayable because all the redstone causes all the laggy crap. Then it just confuses the hell out of them, and it just causes them to die through no fault of my own. Of their own, I mean. Here's the hard one. And it is noticeably harder, as you can tell. I have no idea how that arrow didn't hit me there, but I'm not going to argue with it. Yeah, these courses get a little more stressful as you continue them. But that is the point of having difficulties. And this is the very hard. And this is the most stressful one of all of them, so I really have to, concentrate for this one, so I'm going to be a little more quiet. Damn it. Whatever. No, don't exit, respawn. stupid fire again. Yeah, you see what I mean with how laggy this gets? Okay, this jump right here is the hardest part of the whole course. And that stupid bug walking across my screen. Hold on. Get out of here. Ah, crap. I know I can do this because I've done it many times in the past. Oh, for God's sake. But hold on. Have some faith in me. There we go. Alright, now that that one's over, next course on a whole different map. That is not this one. Now this one I call Save the Villager. And, this one isn't so much of a full-on course as it is just a race against other players. Although there do happen to be obstacles in it. But as you can probably tell from the name of the course, the goal of this game is to race against the other players to the end. And there's a villager egg on the wall that you gotta grab. And you run back here to the start, and you spawn the egg. And if you're the first one to spawn the egg, then you win the game. 3, 2. Make sure I can't fly first. Alright, 3, 2, 1. There's some course obstacles here that aren't meant to kill you, but just to slow you down, and the poison is definitely one of them. It's more of an annoyance than something to be afraid of. Unless you're playing survival mode, then you can be as afraid as you want. So there's the egg. Now I run back to the start with it, and I complete the course. For this section here, it's actually possible for you to jump through here and completely dodge the cacti, but I'm not gonna risk that. Not now while I'm recording, because I know I'm just gonna die. And I already failed horribly in the last course, so I really don't want any more of that. This part I really hate right here. Yay! I win! And it's a butcher. One of the better villagers. Well, that's the end of that one. Next course. Now this one I tried something a little different. Instead of making my own structure, this time I tried making a course out of the naturally spawning caves. And unlike most of my other courses, with just the generic, oh, get to the end of the course and then you win goal, this one actually has a little bit of a story. You fell into a hole and need to get out of it, explore the mines, collect 9 iron ingots, craft an iron block, and use it to escape. Die 5 times and you'll need to start over. Good luck. And I made sure that you would not be able to get out of here. And this is adventure mode. So couldn't get out no matter how hard you tried. Unless you play my game, ha 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 ha. Yeah, that always happens when I get out of the minecart. Those lava pits right there were originally just deep pits to fall into, but they would extend down into the lower levels of the course, and on top of that, the falls weren't even fatal, and you'd survive them. So I just filled them with lava because screw it. And some of these holes, like this one here, they've got dispensers and pressure plates, and inside the dispensers are zombie eggs. So instead of just peacefully dying, you'd get torn to shreds. Because I show no mercy. No. Not pushing me into the lava today. Oh, thank goodness. I always mess that jump up, so I was nervous. Because as I said earlier, my sprinting button is a little screwy. Let's see if I can do this without dying at all. Doing well so far. This one you can just drop on down to the lower level. And this jump right here, people always mess up because they try jumping to that block there, but they're supposed to jump to this block, or that lower ledge rather. Oh crap, oh jeez. There was another way back there I was supposed to go, but I didn't think to grab it. I realized because usually by now I have 7 ingots, but I only have 5. 6 now. I had to add a ladder there, because that jump is kind of unpredictable without it. Now down here, you step on this pressure plate, and you gotta, well, it spawns in a guardian. You gotta get the ingot without being killed by it. The guardian really doesn't do much, though. I probably should have spawned and put a elder guardian egg in there instead. But as I said earlier, I try to keep myself from making my courses too difficult. Well, I got 7 ingots and I haven't died once yet. So the odds just might be in my favor here. This is the way I haven't gone yet. Big lava fall down here, which is a very nice touch. Another ingot. Over the hole. Oh no! So much for not dying at all. Well, you know what? I got 4 more deaths to go, and I only need to get 1 more ingot, so I think I'm doing pretty good. Screw running, I'm gonna fly down there. Alright, now I just gotta make my way back to the start. And I can get out of that hole. Oh my, look. Water, water, water. That feels so good. And I didn't fall this time. That would have been really nice the first time. So yeah, anyway, out of a hole that is literally only about 5 or 6 feet deep. But you know what? It's deep enough where in adventure mode you physically cannot get out of it unless you craft an iron block, so close enough to a hole. So after all that, use the crafting table, craft an iron block, place it against the wall, and you're free, and you win the game. Next course. This one I am not even going to try completing the whole thing because it's going to take way too long, because it requires a lot of concentration, even more so than any of my other courses. But this is creeper jumping. How this works is you spawn a creeper behind you, and just as it's about to explode, you jump, and then it'll launch you forward. I'll demonstrate a few jumps, but I'm not going to do the whole thing. What the hell was that? Probably best to do this in third person, because sometimes the creeper will just walk away and then blow up. And wherever anybody dies, I put a sign with their gamer tag on it and the way they died, whether it be falling or a creeper or an obstacle or whatever. And every 10 platforms, the platforms would change in some way. Like after these first 10, here's one, then the next 10 after, this one, I mean. Platform is slightly smaller. Next obstacle are cacti, places in the center of them. Next one after that is lava surrounding the cacti. Right here I reached the building limit, so I had to make it so you jump down into a body of water. And as you continue, next obstacle are fence posts. The purpose of the fence posts are to get in the way of you placing the creeper properly. But it still is possible, I made sure. And then the final obstacle after that, before completing, yeah, it's 10, are TNT blocks. So you have to be super careful here. And if you ever try making anything like this, I'm telling you right now, turn mob griefing off, because then the creepers will completely destroy your course. Also, this right here is where I died. Yeah, probably really bad that I, the creator of this course, never actually beat it. But you know what? I was literally 4 platforms away from beating it, so close enough. If I was able to get past 6 of these, then should be entirely possible to get 4 more. Then, once you complete, you jump down into this body of water in this village, which I kind of made a pool out of. And I didn't make a leaderboard this time because I just never got around to it. Next course. Personally, I am not a very big fan of this one. I don't know why, I just find it the most boring of all the courses I made. Oh, and this is a house one of my friends made a really long time ago. I don't remember who made it, but it's nice. The point of this one, well, it's basically a speed tester. You just get to the other side as quickly as you can. And I played this enough times to conclude that the fastest possible time you can get is 25 seconds. So let me give it a try. Probably not going to do well on this because when I played it earlier I sucked pretty bad, but we'll see what happens. 2, 1, go. And I'm already off to an amazing start. 3, 2, 1, go. I counted 33 seconds on that. Not the best, but pretty good. And that's it for this one. Okay, I have one more. And we save my personal favorite one for last. I call this one the 14 floors. Literally 14 different rooms of this size, alternatively colored, filled with obstacles. It starts off super easy, but then it gets harder the further into the course you get. Took me probably the longest time to build this one, and you'll see why after I've completed it. And let's get to the action. So yeah, like I said, starts off so easy that literally anybody, regardless of skill or age or intelligence, can complete it. But then once you get to level 14, I am super embarrassed. But you know what? That wasn't my fault. That was the controller. I will prove myself a somewhat decent player. Parkour artist. Yeah, then we got actual stuff other than just blocks, like dispensers and ladders. Slime blocks are a lot of fun, so you know I had to include one in a course eventually. Here's the second half of the course. Now this level right here is usually where people start having problems, and I'm going to show you why. And very much like the Emerald Tower, the pathways aren't always clear. So right here I intend for the players to get on this first door, jump up, close it, close that one, and then jump across. But people keep thinking that what they're supposed to do is jump across them with the doors both down, which it is possible, but it makes it much more difficult than I intended it. So often they'll keep failing that jump, and then I have to tell them, no, you're not supposed to do that. Do it this way instead. I think I forgot to mention that after so many of my friends had played the Emerald Tower, they have grown a very strong hatred for ladders specifically. Oh God, my sprinting has failed me again. That right there is a decoy platform, just for the sake of being a troll. And surprise, surprise, almost everybody has fallen for it. One of my friends was smart enough not to have fallen for it. And for that, he has my respect. Oh, God. That was bad. Let me try that again. Decoy ladder and trapdoor too. I have a few levels with decoy pathways. Why? Why is that even a possibility? If anything stupid happens one more time, then I'm just gonna skip it. Okay, thankfully I didn't have to skip it. This is the first one to introduce fence posts as platforms. This part right here, originally I made it so when you bounced across that slime block, you had to hit the button as you were jumping across in order to land, on the platform below it. But that was way too hard. I'd probably get it like once out of every 30 or 40 tries. So I just had to raise this fence post a little bit. But you still do have to hit the button to get lower to surpass that fence up there. So it's a win-win situation, I guess. Oh, that was way too close. Now here's the hardest level, level 14 out of 14. Oh, another platform, decoy platform over there. I give people a false sense of hope by barely offering that, well, not even offering a shortcut, but tricking them into thinking I am, until they notice that fence post up there, which physically prevents them from taking that shortcut. That jump is the most troublesome for sure in this level. Oh no, my sprinting. Oh my lord. I need to drink another night vision. Why you do this? Why do video games not like me when I want them to? Embarrass me in front of people. Expose to them that while I brag so much about games, that was completely not my fault. Expose to them that I am actually trash at video games. I'm gonna try one more time. This is possible. I usually get this on the first or second try, but now that I'm recording it, I can't do it. There we go. If I miss this one, I'm gonna be depressed. Yay! I didn't have to cheat my way through it. Okay, so first things first, here's what the structure looks like from the outside. It extends all the way down to the very bottom of the floor. I'm not sure why there's a hole in the ceiling there. I'm not sure if I said this earlier, but this took me like at least maybe a couple weeks or a month to build. Now, after completing the course, another chest full of signs over here. And then this one has got a book of challenges. But this is only for people who've completed the course. You have to be able to complete it before attempting them. And you can just read these on your own time, because I have limited time on my phone. And those were all the courses I made. If you liked them, yay. If you didn't like them, oh well, goodbye.